Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode number 510 of the AAA meeting. Stay calm and read the signature. Join me here in the sitting room. Sinatra, how the fuck are you?
Yo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Oh, I could complain, but, that's not what anyone's here for.
But they are here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Speaking of which, who is here? Patio Furniture, Zombie Teddy, JK, Ryan Morissette, Simon Wilkins, Mike Savage, of course, Odell, Darren Odell. Call him Darren. He likes it.
Darren Odell, huh?
That's right. Yeah. I don't know why he just doesn't spell it that way, because we'd say it that way. But he's got like individually bug me and tell me how he wants it said. And I'm like, okay, fine, I will. Fuck.
Yeah, it's weird that he just won't spell it the correct way.
Yeah.
Don't know anybody else like that, Polly.
I know.
I know, right?
Yeah. And joining us is a oddly well-spoken drunkle. So that's you're a good voice today, man. What the hell's going on over there? Did your balls drop?
I am an uncle, and I am drinking.
Articulate uncle has joined.
How you boys doing? You all right?
Yeah. Dude, articulate uncle.
Excellent.
Hold on, I got an avatar for you in the background here. Give me a sec.
Oh boy, howdy.
Boom! There he is. Just waiting in the wings, just in case.
Let's have a look. See here.
Well, you remember that one, don't you?
Hold on. My stream is not yet caught up, Polly.
Oh yeah, we're not running with zero latency.
Jedi scum.
See, now,
Yeah.
I opted for the grievous error because I couldn't get any of the $5, any of my $5 to work. So just like, what does nobody hit anymore that I really love? And I'm like, the grievous lightsaber error. So that's the $5.
Was that a donation? Nothing came through on my end.
Really?
Oh, you missed out.
You want me to resend you my? You've had this problem again. Do you want me to, like last time too? You want me to resend you my URL thing? Yeah. All right.
Can you just redo the dono?
You're damn right I can. No, I can't. Look at that.
Okay, well, at least that one popped up.
Well, that's annoying. You guys saw me do it live on my screen. Like, I did it. I hit the thing, and it just, nothing. Try it again. No, nothing. Why does it hate my $5 so much?
That is a damn good question.
Son of a bitch. Zira, I hope you saw it the first time, because Streamlabs won't let me do it a second. Ahoy, hoy, Podley. Ahoy, hoy, Zira. It was spawning season for some fish in the river. Unfortunately, a group of college party goers came and stomped through the shallows. Now that's Roe versus Wade.
Oh.
I was watching.
I'm stealing that.
Fine.
We have an articulate Brit here, so I was watching Nick DiPaolo, who's like as Jersey, New York as it gets.
I love that accent. I really do.
Yeah,
It's one of my favorites.
For him, it's like he can't not do it. It's not a put on. That's just the way Nick DiPaolo talks. You know what I mean? If you don't know Nick DiPaolo, great stand-up comedian who's unfortunately associated with Steven Crowder. It's what are you going to do? It's the guy who put him on,
right?
And anyway, he's talking about, like, he's reading a news article, an American news article, and they're talking about the row between this politician and that politician, and it's like, row. Now this is Nick DiPaolo, so he reads it as the row.
Bless him.
Yeah, and he goes the row. He goes, like ROE, but the way Brits say it, it's like row. It's like, Nick, you can't even make yourself say it, can you? It's row, dude. I don't understand why American reporters feel the need to be cosmopolitan by saying things like row.
A fracas.
Yeah. There's a melee, a send up, a dust up, a
Donnybrook.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's an old one.
A Donnybrook, really?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nice. Is that like how old is that? Like 30s? Is that like 23 Skidoo?
It's something like that. I think it's Canadian though, isn't it?
I don't know. It sounds like it could be. 2 Mounties got in the fucking Donnybrook.
It just sounds Canadian to me.
It really does. It really does.
There's so many other a squabble,
Oh,
a tussle. Tussle's a good one.
A tussle's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate a good squab.
Yeah. What's up, Frank? You want a squab? Remember the toothless wonder there from True Detective season 2?
Well, he was afterwards, yeah.
Well, yeah. Shouldn't put all that sugar in your coffee, Frank. You're gonna end up losing your teeth. Never been to the dentist. Not once. You tell him. You tell him. Guido Davy. Man,
What?
there are more sus fucking. There are more sus Steve Daves. I don't know who is him and who isn't him anymore. There's like 10 sus Daves in the room at any given time. Hold on, let me just.
I am Steve Dave.
I meant to ask you, Sin, do you actually have a Halloween tree?
No, but I had to go to the craft store today and they sold Halloween tree ornaments.
What say that again? Halloween tree ornaments.
They sold ornaments.
What is it with you in that
But-
word? What do you care? You correct me every
There's
time.
no D in it.
Yeah, there's no A in ketchup, but I still say it like I want.
Okay, I've never noticed that, but now I'm going to.
Well, and don't think that I won't be on you for adding T's to pizza.
Pizzazz.
See? It's hard, isn't it? I just
But
see at the craft
they had
store.
a Halloween tree ornaments, like little like pumpkins, little shits like that.
Right. Yeah.
Purple, orange, that kind of shit. I'm like, that's interesting. I don't have one.
I see
We've
those.
got the skeleton though.
You know what blows my mind is that now that you mention that, I see more and more Nightmare Before Christmas tree decorations and just general holiday decorations around Christmas. Like they're specifically for people that are doing Nightmare Before Christmas themed Christmas. All the Jack Skellington heads. Like at Michael's.
Yeah, it's
like a goth girl's Christmas.
it's the new thing, I guess. Like, Nightmare Before Christmas is like the thing.
Yeah.
Am I explaining this well?
It's of popular renown.
Annoyingly popular white girl renown.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
But hey, look, let us not discourage the goth girls, okay? We
No,
appreciate
I
the goth
am a
girls.
fan.
Unless they lash down their big titties. Is that the...
Yes,
Ah,
precisely. They gotta be up, man.
I am a definite fan of the white girls, white girling.
You know, you say that, but the white girls for Kamala's, it's driving me up the wall a little bit. I'm not going to lie. White dudes for Kamala's bad enough. White girls for Kamala is all about telling white folks to shut up and don't criticize her because she's a BIPOC woman. All over TikTok, man. Have you seen these?
Are they in fishnets?
No, not that kind of
Then
white
no.
girl. No.
Then I'm not interested.
So, is that what you go to TikTok for? Is to scheme on like big titty goth girls?
Butt cheeks.
Budgies.
Butt cheeks.
Oh, butt cheeks. Yeah. Is that what you like? The goth girls that got like the same tattoo replicated on each butt cheek and then wearing fishnets and a thong? Is that your thing?
Yeah, you got one I can look at?
The little bow tattoos, right?
Oh,
top of
right.
each thigh.
Nice.
Yeah, on the back of their legs to look like stockings or whatever. Yeah.
The bow tattoos are nice.
Okay, hold on. Let me wrap
Oh,
up these. Last row,
judgment.
Raven. Here we go.
30 of the time. Oh, wait, you
shot me. I think you will get some serious chuckles out of this, his last Royal Raven. Open that up. We got to make sure it's not porn. At least not serious porn, you know it is. Okay, hold on. I did get a serious chuckle out of that. Let me just open that up for my main screen here. See, unlike some of the mistakes I've made on Noir Bar, I've learned to not open stuff up without checking first because, you know, porn. Well, hey, Sam, do you want to do me a favor and send me your... shut up. Send me your Streamlabs URL.
Oh, certainly. Bear with me just 2 seconds. I was just adding Sinatra's because I lost all of my scenes a while back. So I had to re-add everything.
Oh, no. Do you have a John #1 there, Sinatra?
I do.
Which number?
She got
I think
great ass. And you got your head all the way up it.
all the way up it.
Sam, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I have really got to do a Heat 2 from the book donation. Now, it doesn't exist as a movie, so I got to figure out, I don't know. I'm going to talk about that in just a second. Festonia, thank you for the 1375. Happily giving 1375 so I can enjoy this dono, which has become my favorite Wednesday thing. Polly, doing my part to hit on 25-year-old Ashley Judd's great ass.
Can't say that I'm late.
You know,
was in fact a great ass.
I will go ahead and do an Ashley Judd donation for you, you know. Ashley Judd. Just putting up a little minder for myself. Oh my God. Gentlemen.
Yes.
I just saw not 25-year-old Ashley Judd. Ooh, look at that. Look at that, gentlemen.
Oh. She's prepared.
Yeah. Okay, no one can see what we're looking at. We're just talking about some bullshit.
She's got a better sheen on her right there than I do right now.
Yeah, it's Ashley Judd. Well, hold on here. Check and look at this. There. See? She's got a sheen on her. I don't know why. Why is she oiled?
I have learned not to ask those questions and just roll with it.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? But, you know, yeah. See, this is what Festonia has in mind right here. 25-year-old Ashley Judd playing Robin Leffler. Ensign Robin Leffler. But what
damn fine woman.
Yeah, what I saw is a nasty woman. Look, shit. Come on. This is the picture I want to see because this is what she looks like now. Yeah, they don't want to show it. Just takes you to regular images. What kind of bullshit is that? They don't want to show the puffy weirdo that she's become. I mean, that is a result of, she's got like 1989 Batman Joker Jack Nicholson smiling face. Look at that.
I'm kidding.
Like, remember when he woke up in the fucking back alley surgery joint? Where it's like, you know, surgery pay as you go by the hour? And the surgeon had like fucked his face up with, you know, horse slaughtering instruments. Shattered the mirror because when he looked in and this is what he saw staring back at him, Ashley Judd's face.
That is an overindulgence of hyaluronic acid right there, Polly. That's what that is.
It's like
goddamn snail spit.
Yeah, it's like she can't not smile, you know, like the Joker. What did she pay off DuckDuckGo to only show mostly young pictures of her?
I mean, you can do that.
Once people are looking at it.
Wow. Look at that. Like, what? People say, oh, it's just baby fat that she lost. Like, remember, like, this is her circa, whatchamacallit? Keanu Reeves, Al Pacino, he's the devil. Devil's advocate.
Oh, John Constantine.
Son of a bitch. Is that my payment for fucking calling Lord of the Rings Voldemort's Rings of Power?
Yes, it is.
I mean, what happened to her?
No, it's Devil's Advocate.
Gravity's a bitch. Like, again, this is her Devil's Advocate, circuit Devil's Advocate. And just, people say, oh, it's baby fat. No. No. It's cocaine and politics.
Mm. Quite the opposite of a good heart and clean living, eh, Polly?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. I mean, you seriously, Sam, look at this picture. You could like you draw portraits, right? I mean, look at her face. Like the bottom of her eyes are like straight lines, and the top of her eyes are curves. You could draw her eyes with a protractor.
You could, or an amateur tractor, frankly.
Fucking hell. Speaking of which, we didn't ask you, Sam. How are you doing? How's things?
Oh, dude. I could complain, but it would take too long. And that's not what we're here for. It's been fucking hard today. It's been bad.
How is the internet service with the area theft?
Oh, well, we're back up now.
Right.
After 11 fucking hours. Yeah, they found the guy.
Did they?
Yeah, they found the guy.
So, like, in the early morning hours, so you guys will know, in Sam's rural locale out there in Franceland, some
Indeed.
people absconded with fiber optic cable as if it was copper piping from a house that you could sell on the third market. But no.
Right. 10 to 3 in the morning. 10 to 3 in the fucking morning. They thought, oh, yeah, let's go. This, tree's fallen due to the storms this year. Let's go rob the joint. And the joint is, well, it's an internet relay station. Fucking idiots.
That was the joint?
Yeah. Yeah. Just, idiots. Absolute idiots. Fiber optic cable, especially the length that they stole, basically worthless. And they did a real hack job on it, too.
Yeah, it's not copper. Everyone thinks it's copper. It's fucking not.
No, it's glass. It's just glass, man. It's reflective on the inside. And here's, not to bore you all with the details, but when you hack it up like they did, you end up fracturing it all down the inside. And you don't know how much it's fractured. And the more you flex that shit, trying to coil it up to, abscond with it, the worse the fracturing gets. So, yeah, it just becomes useless, worthless. And yeah, anyway, it was all caught on camera. They got license plates and everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they tracked the guy down. And you know what the funniest part is, Polly? Both of you will appreciate this, I'm sure. I've said many times, if you're gonna do a crime, do one at a time. The guy had a taillight out.
Okay.
He got pulled at a traffic stop and they ran his plates.
That quick.
That quick. Oh, man. Don't do crimes, people, but if you're gonna, one at a time. Oh, man.
Yeah, okay. See, this is Paratrooper says in
disappointment.
chat, it's like Devil's Advocate with Charlize Theron. And as soon as I read that, I'm like, oh, son of a bitch, you're right.
Yeah.
Why does that make him a bitch?
Well,
Or a son
I meant the son of some bitch out there. I don't know. Maybe hers. No, wait, she ain't got no kids of her own. Adoptee of a bitch.
Famously.
Yeah, right?
Mm.
Why can't she find a man? I don't know. Why did I connect this person with this person? Oh, I know why.
Devil's Advocate.
But only one of them was in Devil's Advocate. Her.
But no, good question.
My home was aluminum wiring. What is wrong with DuckDuckGo when you're running it through a VPN? It never pays attention to your, like, this is large. Really? 500 by 309 is large?
Yeah, no, that's not even full HD.
No, it's not even close. I guess it's a good thing.
Hey, man, it's not the size of the file. It's the motion of the transfer.
You know what I think it is? Is that because she became like, Skeletor face in later years.
Oh, absolutely.
These are all fairly young photos of her. Yeah, there we go. There's some like, whoa, what happened here?
Oh, even the lighting there was doing a lot of heavy lifting for her.
Yeah. Your whole face changed. This is what, now I remember this conversation. So we said, well, what? She just lost her baby fat. I'm like, no, that's more than losing your baby fat. Come on. And she wasn't no baby. She was in her fucking mid-20s. Lesbian? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Well, maybe politically.
Coloring my hair? Shut up, I am not. With those black roots. Shots out of nowhere.
Girl, you need to get your roots done.
Sin, you know what this is? This is a trained model smile. You know? It doesn't spread up beyond the nose. See that?
It's that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which is ironic, really.
Turn up the corners of your mouth. Do not let it rise to your eyes or it'll show the crow's feet. And don't smile or it gives you laugh lines and accentuates the ones you do have. See? There's the same model smile. Don't smile with your eyes. Don't smile with your eyes. Like she's doing the Joker smile. It's kind of crooked and still showing the crow's feet.
Are you sure that that's the model smile and not just because she's completely and totally fucking dead inside?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
She's shrinking inside that jacket.
So am I.
This looks like Bruce Banner after he's not the Hulk anymore. He's all small inside his clothes,
The only thing that's hulking on that woman's the emotional baggage.
You son of a bitch, how dare you change pictures that quickly? Yeah, I know. But I was trying to make a point because Pear Bear was right. This totally isn't the woman. I gotta stop showing that. This totally isn't the woman in Devil's... See, this is a young woman smiling. She's not afraid to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a woman with plastic surgery smiling. This is...
Oh, man.
All right, there we go. The sitting room, enough of
Charlize
Judd.
like this. I am very, very glad that I was born male and developed into a man. I really am.
Is that seriously your URL, man?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Long, isn't it?
I'll say. Huh. All right. And I'll believe you.
The thing is I don't know why. I don't know anybody else with a URL as long as mine. Not that I go around asking, people to show me their URLs, but...
How long is your URL?
What do you know? Who have you been talking to?
It's... Check it out, son. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Holy shit.
Like, I ain't trying to brag or anything, but that's big.
Hold on, what's the timestamp? Okay. I'm totally making a donation out of that. I'm sorry, I got to. It's got all the pieces for some 12-year-old boy hilarity, man. That's great.
Rotten Corpse in chat says you can still give a full smile and be dead inside, Sam. A lot of us do it every day. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Brad Young says, beat you. I presume that's in relation to what you said, Polly.
What?
I'm not bragging, Zombie Teddy. I'm not. This is just what the good Lord Streamlabs blessed me with.
Yeah?
If you could also send me your Streamlabs in general. Is it Streamlabs /Sam?
Oh God, no,
I wouldn't think so. Is Samael the judger, the accuser?
No, nothing is apropos.
Samael the gifted.
You know what? I might just change it to that. Hold on. Let's see when. You'd think I'd have this thing on tap, right?
Yeah.
You would think.
Oh.
Guys, this is the work of double-sided tape. I mean, look at this.
There you go, Polly. There's the tip link to stay with the theme.
Thank you. Link. I am going to put it in the bottom of chat, so people who want to tip Mr. Samael can do so.
Oh, really appreciate it.
Of course.
No obligations, people. I'm just filling in today.
Let's just go, Sam.
I saw people in the chat asking about Drunkle. His router is broken, and he will not get a new one until he said he thinks Saturday.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
that's
they
rough.
really hit him bad, man. Like
Saturday?
yeah, they did him foul. Like he knows now that he won't be able to be here for Friday. He said earlier, and it's like, good God, man, that's doing you ugly. That's not cool at all.
Well, if he catches the playback of this, Drunkle, if you want to talk, like, getting your own router as a backup or something like that, and you want some pointers, hit me up, dude. I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, that might be a consideration going forward.
Boom. Steve Dave Telegram, thank you for the $1. Polly, Guido Davey ain't kidding. Stop. Him and his boys just got an unmarked van. Stop. The chat needs a berating. Stop. And the like needs smashing. Cocksuckers. Stop.
Mini meat, 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 mini meat, meat, mini meat, meat.
There was no stop there at the end. It just ended with cocksuckers. But I think you should know the message is over when somebody says cocksuckers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's
Unless it starts with, all right, listen up, cocksuckers, and then...
well, you have a point.
Wait,
You have a point.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. That might be the next iteration of the... Let me stop you right there. All right, listen up, cocksuckers, and then just turn and leave the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't even leave the room. Just fall silent. All right. Stop right there, cocksuckers.
Or just begin
Or
mouthing
just-
words, but don't let any sound come out.
I heard a really bad joke the other day. What are pedo shoes?
Oh, no.
What shoes do pedos wear?
Sneakers?
White Vans.
Writing that down.
I liked sneakers, but yeah, that's pretty good.
The stream that was told on, it was like the person was like booed and hissed. That was terrible. And I'm like, I was laughing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It was kind of bad.
I think that's bad.
You
Think
are
about what
hanging
kind
out with people of no culture.
Through that. No, you think that's bad? Consider what pants they wear. It's always sweats.
No.
All right, Sam, have you seen this? I was about to say Havoc and Wolverine. Fuck, I got old comics on the brain.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine.
I have, yeah. Yeah, I did, yeah.
I was thinking about Bill Sinkowitz's Havoc and Wolverine. I mean, anyway, so and
okay. Better than the second Pool movie. Not as good as the first. Thrilled that they got Hugh Jackman back for another one.
I love it, like a big bag of Marvel cash.
Well, hey, look, I wish somebody would pay me that kind of money to take my fucking shirt off. Yeah, I wouldn't drink water for 3 days as well. No, absolutely. It's I feel like some of the fourth wall breaks weren't quite as earned as the first film, and that's a kind of a mark against it, but it's not a big mark against it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think it got something like $500 million on its opening weekend worldwide, all in.
I'll believe it. Thank you for Stoney for the $25.
Woo!
It says testing out the link by sending some love. Of course, purely heterosexual love.
Of course.
Here we go. 50-year-old Ashley or 50-year-old Charlize? Ashley, all the way. You know why? Because Charlize hates. Well, men, frankly, but
But Ashley,
I'm one of those.
But Ashley Judd is a nasty woman. She don't like men.
I've been married.
And she's a rabid, TDS sufferer, like foaming at the mouth type TDS sufferer.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my dirtiest jokes to my damn self.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Like if I gotta pick.
Oh, I have waffles.
Sorry.
Have you noticed I have waffles in chat? I haven't seen him, her, them in a
We
while.
should. We should. So yeah.
It-
Sorry, Sim, what were we going to say?
The
Didn't mean
proposal.
to cut you off.
It's a
how
Sandra
did you
Bullock
like it,
film,
though?
isn't it?
How did I like it? Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It felt a little bit short, but that's...
That's what it was missing. A self-immolation. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm trying to think what I can say without actually spoiling. Do we all know?
Already?
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, Friday we talked about it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wanted to see more Blake Lively. I really did. I quite like her. A, to look at, yeah, of course. B, I don't think she's as terrible an actress as a lot of people seem to think that she is. No, you know, I wanted to see more of her. I really did. In all senses of the word. Yeah.
I wanted to see more dog pool, personally.
Yeah, I think they played that about right. I think they played Dogpool about right.
Dude, the idea of how they pitched it to him, like, we're gonna let this dog lick the inside of your mouth for like 30 seconds.
She's eating surrender monkeys. She's eating surrender monkeys.
I was fucking waiting for it.
It's coming from why I didn't think that Sam is it. Well, we were talking the other day, right? Okay, actually, well, who else could they have had? Like, who are great French exports that they could have had during the Olympic opening ceremonies, other than a bunch of dragsters? And I was like, "What are you talking about, Carla? Well, or you?" Everyone was like, "Who's
me and Carla?"
Like, yeah, I'm like, "Who's Carla?" And I said, "The Deschamps girl." That's how we know her. What does that? What does that mean? You could tell us, actually.
What does what mean? Sorry.
Deschamps. What does that mean?
Deschamps, as Deschamps.
Is that what she's saying? Okay.
I don't know. I've never actually listened to the song, Polly. I'm going to be real with you.
What's that? We're going to listen now? Sure.
She's eating surrender monkeys. She's eating surrender monkeys.
It sounds like she's saying "de-shot." I hear a T at the end.
I'm not quite sure, actually, you know. I'm struggling to pick that out. Oh, Deschamps. Right, okay, yeah, no, it clicked. Just disjoined, basically.
Disjoined.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I read the lyrics to that track, and it.
Hold on, let me pull them up.
The chorus is like nonsensical pop crap. It's what you would imagine. She's just talking about my heart, she explode. So it's
oh yeah.
It's all just what her heart's doing. It's going bam, it's going boop, it's going pop, it's going like, you know.
Jusqu'à ce que mon petit cœur déchante. Yeah, until my heart breaks. Till my little heart breaks.
So that word like displaced also means breaks in that context?
In that context, yeah. I mean, I would say surprise, but yeah, that's me.
Isn't it so weird hearing him switch from like British boarding school English to like full on French with all the accents? And
it's kind of funny because I speak peasant French.
If only you could know what my countrymen hear. They hear yokel.
And they love me for it.
Do they?
Mm-hmm. The only people that don't appreciate my kind are those Parisians, but who likes Parisians, am I right?
Yeah, they're the ones that gave us that opening ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sin, it's been a rough month for comics, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would think that Marvel knows how to capitalize on the MCU by now, but they don't.
You're funny. You are.
It's bad, man. Like they still have no idea how to. It's like, how could you not at this point? So did they go for? I don't. They're putting short 5-page stories in the back of every one of their comics this month, and the idea is like, well, if people want to read the Deadpool Wolverine, it means they'll have to go around and buy everything that we put on the shelf this month. This is good marketing.
That's stupid.
Yeah, damn right. Like that's the multiverse story that continues off of the film or plays in
They're trying
parallel to it.
It sounds like they're trying to do the post-credit scene in comics.
Yeah. I mean, it's a storyline that runs in parallel with the film. So it's just something that doesn't relate directly to the film, but can be a standalone clip that you could watch on a DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. Really quick, wholesome Chungus 100, wholesome Chungus 100. Thank you very much for the 12.75. Have some Reddit gold, kind stranger. That's the beat bop boom Reddit gold. I've been thinking about how to do this, and there's no way to do it other than read it. Cryptic, thank you very much for the $5 and the one more time. No, I didn't think so. Fuck. What is it with? I'm gonna have to just delete $5 and try like building it up from the ground up.
That played on my end.
Did it? Didn't play for me.
Yeah.
Not,
Which
not
means
mine either.
chat didn't see.
Weird.
Yeah. God, it's like a new. You know.
New roulette.
Yeah. Remember the old roulette that we played?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Weibo legs or is it...
Well, no, I meant the guy who tried sneaking into Hungary on the back of a bike.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That one. Oh, thank you very much, Last Royal Raven, for the $7.50. I have seen athletes swimming in
on
the
my
sand
end
today.
either.
Did they not?
No, that's
Oh.
shit.
Did Jim put his very long URL?
Yeah. Oh, I accidentally. There it is.
You didn't click the OK bit, huh?
No, I went to lock it in place and I accidentally hit it.
I'm still the best of us, man. Don't worry. I totally don't hide fast donations all the time on Noir.
I can't keep farce donations on
I know.
my, OBS
She's
because
banned.
they just
She's banned from
randomly
everything.
they
I was
just
about to-
randomly go off.
Sure.
Even
I was
on
about to say,
scenes
yeah.
you're not even on.
That's why you can't keep them. I remember when you were streaming and she was testing her donations, and no matter what you did, you couldn't get rid of them until you deleted them on every scene that you had, and they were still playing somehow. Yeah, they're like my
Yep.
reputation, sticky and unfortunate.
And no matter how hard you try, you just can't get rid of it.
That's right. That's right.
Mhm. Amen. But yes, thank you, Les Roll Raven, for the $7.50. I have seen athletes swimming in the Seine today. The ones who drank that sewage were violently barfing the moment they got out of the river. What a disaster, Kappa. Was it, though? These are some of the people who are at the absolute top of their fields. And tracks, if you will. Wasn't it fun to see them barf?
So I don't know what's going on with the $5 Cryptic. It's but I mean, you deserve it for telling this joke. How can you tell India's Indians from Native American Indians?
Oh dear.
One smells like
I have
curry, the
15
other
of
smells like extinction. They're still around.
You could have gone with one stinks and the other smells of extinction.
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been better.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say one's pooping in the street, one's sleeping in it.
That's better. That's better. Terrible, but so much better.
Australia's got nothing to do with this. Okay, so the failure, Marvel's most recent failure. So this is the 5-page story that's going on in the back of Captain America 11 from this month. And did they go?
Is that a furry?
Yeah, did they go furry for want of something better to do? Yes, they did. I mean, why did you guys go full furry?
Oh, good lord.
What?
You know, Polly, I was going to send you this and ask, is it worse than this? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. It's so much worse than that.
Brad Young, do you have a donation link beside Streamlabs? No. No. Just Streamlabs.
Oh, you run into issues with it.
Yeah, are you not able to use it, Brad Young? That's something I need to look into, is the credit card stuff. That's supposed to go through, and someone was asking me about it. It's like, are your credit card donations still not working through Streamlabs? And I'm like, oh God, yes. So you might think, oh, well, it's not furry stuff. Like, it's just, so what? It's just the presentation of it. I'm like, really? When furry Deadpool asks Furry Wolverine, Logan, this is a huge opportunity. Surely you've wondered what your life would be like as an anthropomorphized fox.
There it is.
Yeah. And he goes, yeah, I have not. Pity, because I promise you, there's a universe out there right now that answers that question with needlessly hot, totally smoke show anthro foxes. This is an artist's fetish, man. That's all that happened here.
I hate that you have just added smoke show to furries.
And look,
I did not need.
shirts ripped open, they're chest to chest, staring at each other. This is what the fuck?
This is pretty gay.
Why is Deadpool a wolf? Foxes, at least they're total smoke show anthro foxes. And just why? Because they're doing multiverse and someone's a furry at Marvel and decided to furry them up and ship them together.
But why is the Wolverine not a Wolverine?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I guess because this person's fetish is for anthro foxes. So let's make both of them that by pretending, yeah, there's a whole world that's just that. I said, this is at the back of Captain America 11. What's this got to do with it?
I bet they'd love to be at the back of Captain America. That is America's ass, after all. You know.
If you get up a stream elements, I'll donate 10, and it's with debit card. Huh.
I have been looking into stream elements.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it, Brad Young, at all. I just I thought about it.
I had a real hard time figuring it out.
Yeah. It's not super complicated. It's just very different. Things
I
things
get it,
ain't where
but-
they. Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I have debit and PayPal set up on Streamlabs, so I think I'm just going to stick to that.
Well, I
You
don't know. Was it more
can-
complicated than setting up your AdSense account for YouTube donations for Super Chats?
That's actually relatively easy.
Molly O'Cammy, repeat my previous comment. Gay! Okay. Yeah, it's pretty gay. Pretty fucking gay. Who'd like to do some schnews? Would you like to see some schnews?
Let's have some news.
Buy me a coffee. You know, that's not the craziest idea I've ever heard. Do you guys know about Buy Me a Coffee?
I've
Don't.
heard of it.
It's a great name. It's just what it sounds like. You know, it's another way of tipping somebody online. And Buy Me a Coffee is, yeah, they just have a different payment processor, so it ends up going through easily for people where it won't, especially from regions where it won't, because it's a different payment processor. It's like
Gotcha.
Subscribestar is a great thing until you realize their payment processor is in the middle of like
Uzbekistan. Yeah.
exactly the former Ukrainian province of something-istan. You know, it just, wow, really? It is out there in like a disputed zone of Russia. It's crazy. It's like, really? Like, that's not even a joke. It really is in a disputed area of Russian territory. Like, so I imagine that's where half the cam girls out there are transferring their money through.
Probably.
Hey man, look, with the amount of money that we've all poured into this recent war, you know, as individuals and as nations, all of Russia should be disputed territory.
I will look into that, Brad. Again. I will. Why not?
Is it basically like a? It's supposed to be pronounced coffee, but I always read it as Ko-Fi.
That's how I read it too.
Yeah, right. It's like hi-fi, Wi-Fi, Ko-Fi.
No, see, there it is.
Simplify.
It's like buymeacoffee.com. Like, oh yeah. It's a shop designed from the ground up with creators in mind. Whether it's a one-on-one Zoom call, art commissions, an ebook, this shop is for you. Buy Me a Coffee makes it easy to publish free and exclusive content. Try different formats, such as so it allows you to do what Patreon does with content paywalled, you know, or just have an account where people can tip you there and you can process right through it.
So it's an OnlyFans, but for reputable individuals. Gotcha.
Yeah, yes. It's more reputable than OnlyFans and has more dignity than just sending somebody a wish list from Amazon.
Holly, I asked you not to talk about that.
Sin, I didn't like just break your balls unintentionally. You didn't ever publish a wish list, did you?
No.
Good. Nice. Dignity remains yours, my friend. Well done.
Yeah, I am dignified enough to have an OnlyFans, dignified enough to not have an Amazon wish list, but still here to go. Streamlabs down below, all three of us.
That's right.
Hey, but look, man, if Biden gets 4 more, well, not Biden now, but if Kamala gets Biden's 4 more fucking years, you know, everything's back on the table. Am I right?
Well, yeah. I mean, that means America's
No one's
lost
gonna
its
have money.
dignity. So, you know.
So a wish list would be pointless at that point. No one's gonna have the money for it.
Right. I'm just going to put each individual flavor of ramen noodles on my wish list. I'll publish that.
No,
I'm a struggling autist.
Steve Dave says, I never read the Guido. Sure I did. Hold on. Never actually read Guido Davey. Sure I did. That was the Telegram guys. Polly, Guido Davey ain't kidding. Stop. It's him and the boys of an unmarked van. Stop. Chat needs berating. Stop. And the likes need smashing. Cocksuckers. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to read it again in case people haven't already, you know, backhanded the like button.
Well, it does need to be touched. Do you know how many complaints I've had over that impression, Polly?
It's
We're up to 12. I love it.
Really? Well, I mean, you got to admit it does. Here's the original.
It needs to be touched, like the like button. Streamlabs.
It does. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I don't think a Megon would like to hear you doing that.
Probably not. I mean, you hate it when I do an impression of you, so you know that kind of tracks.
I don't understand. Look, you have to understand. I don't recognize it, and 2, even if I did, I wouldn't want to. So it's like, I mean, maybe unconsciously I recognize it, but I refuse to allow my conscious mind to perceive it. You know what strikes me as one of the most frightening ideas is looking at a caricature someone drew of me. I don't want to see that shit. Would you?
You don't want someone to highlight all of your best features?
Best, sure. I don't want to sit down with a skilled artist and have them look at me and go, oh, here's all the features that stand out on you.
Whoa, hold on. Far draws you every week, Polly.
As an adorable little otter, that's fine. I mean, mostly.
Far draws you every week, Polly. Don't break kayfabe.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, it's just
Allahu
declaring jihad on the like button. All right, let's do some schnews. Now, speaking of Indians, Indian Nostradamus names a new date for World War III, and it's set to start, and it's really soon.
No, we better all listen this time.
Right. Kushal Kumar.
Listen up, cocksuckers.
Last Friday it was me running away, waving my arms and giggling. That was great. That was my favorite one of all the far sketches. The first thing my eyes fell on when I opened up the file. Kushal Kumar is, Indian Nostradamus. That's what they always call him. Daily Star, where this is from. They love putting his stuff out. It's inexclusive, because no one else will publish his stuff, has had several attempts at trying to figure out when World War III will start. And despite being wrong each time, he's put back with another punt. There he is. Do you want
Imagine if he dies a week before it actually starts.
Yeah. Earlier this year, the Daily Star reported on how Kumar, who claims to be an astrologer who predicts world events, recently told how tensions would rise between Israel and Hamas. Well, right on the cutting edge, buddy. Both sides of Korea.
Oh, north and south? Is that what he's going for there?
I guess.
Well, I wouldn't blame the native English speakers. This guy who's not a native English speaker, for the native English speakers at Daily Star who actually wrote that. That's not a quote from him. That's them writing. I don't think he said both sides of Korea. I'll credit the Indian man for knowing English better than these Brits. No offense, Brits. It's Daily Star. They're pretty.
You what, mate?
Although some would say These were blindingly obvious open goals. Kumar used the Vedic astrology chart to do so. For the unaware, the chard is based in Hindu culture. Is that what it's actually called? The chard?
I have not. I think that's probably another typo.
Wow. That's
Who
intense.
needs editors?
But, well, can't you? If you have an AI writer, can't you have an AI editor that just spot checks for grammar and shit? Like chard? What's a chard?
Well, yeah, they've had one in Microsoft Word for decades.
Yeah, just attach it to a bad attitude search algorithm. And it's supposed to be a map of our karma using planetary and star alignment. Why aren't white girls all over this thing? Huh. He also used it to predict the exact date of World War III and when it's supposed to start. Originally June 18th, but June 18th came and went. And over the past few months, here's the other two dates, both in July. Whoops. It better start like in the next few hours, Mar. You're running out of time. You know,
It's too late for me.
We can mock this, right? And we have already. But Sin, you know what occurred to me while reading this article? How is this guy different or less reputable than the news entertainer? How many fucking world wars have they predicted wrongly?
All of them.
Yeah. How many race wars in the past 5-10 years have they predicted? How many, national riots have they predicted?
Fake lynchings, political hoaxes,
Yeah,
sexual misconduct.
We lived
covering
through-
up the sexual misconducts that did actually happen.
Yeah, well, it depends who did it. If it's a good misconduct, then we can't talk about it. But if it's one of those bad ones,
Oh yeah, double plus good.
Oh, damn, Eternal. Okay, I'll admit it. That's pretty good. What happened to Lori Lightfoot? That's good. Well, look at the bug eyes. Yeah, that is pretty good.
That does look shockingly like Lori Lightfoot.
it does.
Except the hair. The hair's neat.
Oh man, if I only this would be like a perfect fucking Babylon Bee article. Just Lori Lightfoot predicts World War III unexpectedly using the Hindu shard.
This Indian
Shart.
gentleman. Yeah, he has sharted it out, hasn't he? This gentleman is in desperate need of facial hair.
What do you think that'll do?
It will
Make him
Make
look
him
like
look-
Mads Mikkelsen.
and ever so slightly less like Lori Lightfoot.
Mads Mikkelsen does not have eyes that look both ways like a gecko.
Am I the only one that's half expecting a forked tongue to snake out from betwixt his lips there and lick his eyeballs?
Yeah, expecting.
Look how low them ears are on his head. That's a criminal head shape.
Yeah, that phrenology. Sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, that guy, he could be out there murdering people. It's India. How would you know? You ever wondered that? Why people get caught for murder in India? They got to be pretty stupid.
Yeah. He left a DNA sample at the crime scene. Oh, really? What was it? A turd in the street.
It really does bother me when this guy's so laughable, Kushal Kumar. I mean, oh, he's uncredible. Ha ha ha. Let's laugh at him. Okay, he is a joke, but why do we take Morning Joe seriously? The amount of predictions that guy's made, he on and on and on. He predicted him and his wife Mika together, both nodding along with each other, that Joe Biden would go into this presidential sequence and win. Said over and over again. They knew it. They have dinner with him multiple times a month at the White House. They are, favored personnel in the fucking news entertainment industry. And they know that he's going to stick with it through to the end. And then the moment he drops out and Kamala's in, all of a sudden Kamala's captivating the nation and they're just so excited. They haven't seen excitement among the population like this since Barack Obama in 2008, feeding the same tripe line as everyone else.
When they attend lunch with Joe Biden at the White House, does everybody have to wear bibs or is that just Joe?
Bibs, yes. Adult diapers optional.
Oh, well, that's the best bit.
Like how cogent Biden was? Yeah. I think that they are very interested, Mika and Joe, in keeping cordial with Kamala Harris because Joe is the one who called her laughably incompetent. That's a quote from him.
Oh, she's very, very good at some things.
When she dropped out of the race, failing to pull a single delegate to vote for her, when she lost it, remember saying when she lost in her own state? That's what caused her to pull out. Her own
Kamala Harris
state, guys.
torpedoed her.
No, when Kamala Harris dropped out, not when Kamala caused what's her nuts from Massachusetts to pull out.
Or I'm sorry, Tulsi Gabbard torpedoed her.
Yeah. Okay, I thought you were talking when Kamala was mocking what's her name, causing her to dip in the polls, and then she ultimately lost in Massachusetts as well. Fuck. What is it with Democrats? Was there a single Republican who failed to win in their own state? Usually they drop out like because their funding just isn't up to the task. You know what I mean? Or they don't pull enough delegates in other states during the primaries. The Democrats, well, there'll be like fucking 20 of them on stage, and they're failing to fucking get people, like 30 people to a rally in their own state. Do you think people excitedly got together at Delaware rallies, or they had to bust them in? I mean, who gets excited in Delaware about anything?
Well, didn't they run a concert at Kamala's recent rally type thing, and a bunch of people showed up for the concert, and then the moment that the music was over, like, there's a bunch of people just leaving?
I don't know, but that sounds right.
Man. I seriously, I was in amazement at just how unpopular Hillary Clinton was in 2016. Because, you know, normally, typically speaking, if you're not gonna, you know, have primary races, as it were, for your candidates, you're at least gonna try and select somebody that's, you know, popular, right?
Right.
And they put Clinton forward. Well, they didn't put Clinton forwards. Clinton put Clinton forwards. Let's be real here.
Yeah, but they thought that she had the it wasn't a bad idea, like as traditional political thinking will tell you. I mean, former Secretary of State, and she had been senator from New York, and she did that on purpose. Talk about a carpetbagger. The fuck did she have to do with New York? You ever wonder why Hillary Clinton was Senator Clinton from New York? What's that got to do with anything?
Yeah.
And I remember everybody focused in at the time on Bill Clinton. Like, why did he buy an office in Harlem? Why was that where his office was? Oh, because Bill Clinton's the first black president. I don't know if you ever heard that line about him.
I've heard that line.
Yeah, because he's from Arkansas, and that's as close as we're going to get to a black president, was the thinking before Barack Obama, right? The reason why was to have locality and residency in New York. So for, you know, my political career is done, so it's time to bring in, you know, my wife's political career. And if she wants a chance, she has to be something other than a first lady. So let's get her to a senatorship, and she'll get voted in. I mean, she's a hardcore Democrat and Democratic royalty, plus has like her snaking Clinton arms all through the fucking DNC. So the funding's there.
No, it's just, it amazed me that somehow the Democrats have managed to find a woman somehow less popular than Hillary Clinton. That's impressive.
It's not for lack of trying.
I'm sincerely worried. I mean, okay, it's a traditional dilemma in the sense of no good choices, but like, who's worse, Biden or Harris in the presidency? Arguably, I can see Harris being far worse. I mean,
well, yeah, because she's effectively incompetent.
Right. I mean, Joe Biden is incompetent by age, and therefore people around him are making the decisions. Harris just has no fucking clue what she's doing. She's incompetent out of personal lack of merit.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll still be people around her making the decisions.
I actually had the question posed to me not long back, and you know, maybe you guys will have an answer to this. Joe Biden, when he was younger, was quite a malevolent character in politics. Yeah, not a very nice guy.
The hard hitter, the person who could get legislation pushed. He was the not fix it guy, but the if you need legislation. I'm sorry.
He was a bit of a rat fucker.
Yeah, he was a rat fucker. Absolutely. I will get all the guys out of your way that are stopping a piece of legislation of getting through. Sin, you remember the clips that everyone was showing of him talking hard about crack cocaine and the destruction that drugs cause in communities and so on. Yeah, that was him doing his get the hell out of the way. People opposing this drug bill because my political friends really want it pushed through.
So the question I'd like to kind of throw at you both, I know this is slightly off topic from Nostradamus here, although, you know, predictions, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that young Biden would have been worse than current Biden?
If
this is malice?
Well, I mean, Joe is always an opportunist, but I mean, it makes me wonder, would the Biden administration's progressive agenda been as progressive if Joe were in possession of his faculties fully? Did that happen underneath him, or was that an opportunity of the moment and he didn't give a damn, like this was the cause célèbre of the moment, so he's going to push that? Would there be transgender people in the Joint Chiefs and etc. if he was in full possession of his faculties? I don't know. That would answer the question for me. Is it a thing of the moment or a thing of his dementia and people underneath him enacted that shit?
What do you reckon, Sim?
I feel like he would have been. I want to say worse now because I feel like he is not making the decisions right now.
Ruled by committee, art by committee, decision by committee, like it always ends up being a disaster, that kind of idea. It's not somebody pooling opinions and coming up with a consensus. It really is the result of committee thinking. In case you were wondering, committee thinking, when run by the Democrats, that's the Biden administration. In practice, that's what it looks like.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Bless you.
This is their lowest common denominator, the Biden administration's policies. My God. Leave the border wide open because we don't want to touch it. Everything is racist and sexist, even though we've got a straight white male in charge. We will say we want to nominate a black woman to the Supreme Court, then deny that we're racist, call you racists. Say we're going to nominate a person of color to the vice presidency, then do so, then get bent out of shape when Kamala Harris gets called a DEI hire.
I've seen people saying that DEI is the new N-word.
Why not? As soon as Vance called Harris a DEI hire, and it's like, yeah, but you know it's true. Wait, Jackson, on the Supreme Court, you are a DEI hire. How do you? It's like, no, I'm not. How do you know? Like I can prove it. Like just in the sense that, okay, what are the odds that he said I need to nominate a black woman and then nominates a black woman? So it was by accident that what he said he was going to do based on race and gender ended up being exactly what he did?
Or the fact that he said, I don't remember the exact phrasing of it, but it was something akin to, I don't know who I'm going to nominate, but I know it's going to be a woman of color.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't... it's like, guys, come on, stick with the program. You're the ones pushing this DEI stuff. You should be happy that people are being called DEI hires, right?
Actually, that's an interesting point. Yeah, why is that an insult? Joy Reid owned it. She goes, I was asked to join Harvard because of DEI policies at Harvard. The only reason she went to Harvard by her own admission is because they came and found me because I was a black female student and they needed them. I wouldn't have gone there if it weren't for me. And it's like, way to just say you didn't have the merit to get in. Nicely done. And that's why we're still having to listen to Joy Reid. Because if you have a modicum of ambition, you can bankroll a Harvard fucking degree of whatever sort into a quasi career somewhere. I mean, up until MSNBC, Joy Reid was a complete failure. Like, what was she doing? She had a modicum of ambition, so was writing blogs about the cause célèbre of the moment, the gay agenda, from a right-wing perspective, right? It was trying to come from a strong Christian perspective. They're going to come, they're going to take your churches, they're going to blah, blah, blah. And then she gets on at MSNBC and does a fucking hard left turn.
Mirror Universe Candace Owens.
Yeah. Well, actually, yes. And now it really is, because she went in on that Christ is King thing as being, this is a dog whistle. Christ is King is a dog whistle. I mean, for Candace Owen and nobody else.
Oh.
It makes sense if you just don't think about it.
Well, yeah. In his last Oval Office address, he called Kamala a victory for diversity, equity, and inclusion. Did he actually use that phrase? That would be
maybe that's his idea of bridging the divide.
Speaking of unfortunate wording, Screwjob lands mother behind bars. She really did just, this is the whole story. It's so dumb that somebody did this. She had an electric screwdriver. You ever seen one of these, Sin? That they, like, it's not just
Oh yeah.
It holds the screw.
It is just an electric screwdriver.
Yeah, like quite literally, not just an electric drill with like a Phillips bit on the end, but it like holds the screw within, and then, you know, for drywall work and shit like that. That's what it was, and she had one of these in her hand, battery powered, not even plugged in. Her 12-year-old daughter walks by, and as a joke, she says, "Have you ever been screwed in the ass?"
That is,
like as a funny haha, right? And her daughter says, "Oh yeah, totally." And so she nails her in the, screwed her in the ass with the, there you go, and got hit up for child cruelty. It's like, who would have thought that putting a fucking electric screwdriver to someone's ass would actually put a screw in their butt?
What the fuck did you think?
Well, how do you continue to hold the trigger down after it's broken skin?
Good point.
You know what I mean? Like, you guys have both used nail guns before, right?
Yes.
Yep. And
You ever accidentally? Yeah, you've done that too, right? That's like fuck, doesn't it?
Done what?
Well, I didn't even know at
Nail
first.
yourself?
I saw the blood and I was like, oh, ooh.
You were
Right through
with
the
a Brad
webbing
nail
between
or
my
a
thumb and
full
forefinger.
size?
Well, it was a finishing nail, so it was a little nothing.
No, I never have hit myself with a nail gun, man. Jesus, why would you? What are you guys fucking around for?
I just wasn't paying attention.
Like, Halloween was coming up, and I wanted to do a Jesus cosplay. Never mind. I made that up. Jesus, man.
I'm not sure a Brad nail would suffice, but yeah. All they were doing, hanging picture frames. But Jacqueline here, Jacqueline, Jacqueline, yeah.
Gachinsky, I think that's supposed to be said.
That is a very Polish name. You can tell by the repeating C's and Z's.
Could be Jack.
Yeah.
I feel like the C's and the Z's.
Yeah, look at that shit. Okay. So the whole thing based around a really bad joke. And, yep, now you're looking at a $25,000 bond for, viciously injuring your own kid. Well done. Well done. This one I couldn't resist. For the picture and for the story. Sin, this is for you. You ready?
Ready.
A lasagna anomaly. So this woman going and visiting, going to a prison. I'm bringing a lasagna, Regina Davis says. She arrives at work at Indiana State Prison. It's just a lasagna. This is for me, the whole tray. Because I'm fat.
Yeah. It's not for you. This is my lasagna.
Did you bring this for the staff? No.
What made you think I brought it for the staff?
Look at me. They pass all
Does
their...
this say for everybody?
See, they put it through the x-ray machine as they do all their belongings. And it's one of the guards thought it, quote, looked odd. So he sought the opinion of a colleague who concurred that, quote, something did not appear natural. Through the various layers and densities of material in the lasagna, she thought she could get away with it, and what she found were packages, several of them wrapped in electrical tape that contained Coke, about 3 ounces, and pot of 1.7 ounces.
Holy shit. I mean, in prison terms, that's like smuggling in a pony.
Yeah. She was, it wasn't her fault, though. She didn't know. She was over at a friend's house getting a tattoo, and someone gave her 2 containers of lasagna, and she had no idea what was in them.
Sure. All right.
I mean, it's not the worst idea that I've ever heard. You know, if it was a meatball lasagna or a meatball sub, you got little balls of stuff, at least it would look somewhat passable on an x-ray, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. You could fit an 8-ball inside a meatball.
But the problem is that it's like, it's not just
I've
an
seen weirder things done.
Yeah, it's the texture of it. It's gonna, like, if you wrap it in electrical tape, you're gonna see an outside layer of something, and then the inside, which is, you know, the Coke or the marijuana or whatever. Okay, so it's gonna show that. Like, do you have like candy coated meatballs? What's going on in there?
Jesus.
I don't know. A breaded meatball, is that a thing, Sin?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I haven't. Speaking of which, we still have upgrades, and we can turn Sin into Kaiju Meatball if you're interested. Corpse shortage in Scotland due to a rise in medical students. They don't have enough dead bodies to go around.
Oh, I've seen this kind of thing before.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, they'll be exhuming people.
Well, this whole story goes on and on and on, explaining how they went up to, you know, 5,600 medical students.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're sorry, 5,900. The previous year was 5,600, and 2015, 2016 was 3,900. So they've really upped the amount of medical students with state funding. Actually, is how they did it. But they're really in a bad spot because they've only got 290 bodies to go around.
Looks like I need to plan a trip to Scotland. Help make some more bodies.
Yeah. There it is. They accepted 290 and rejected 178. Now, this raises 2 questions. One, they say they're going to start importing cadavers. Okay. Questions? What? From where and how? They just say that. It's like we have got to, you know, get in contact with the government and import more bodies. Okay. And number 2, what, can you imagine getting a body rejected? You think you donate your uncle or your grandfather for medical research and they just say, no, we don't want them? I mean, Harvard would take... You know how many Harvard rejected?
That would be awful.
During the whole human leather debacle, how many bodies their fucking cadaver department rejected? None. They accepted everyone. That made me realize that maybe that should have been the red flag. It didn't even occur to me that you would reject a body. And it's like, well, apparently they do, based on different criteria of what they need for an actual medical cadaver. It's like, well, this person isn't usable for whatever reason. Maybe they had severe internal organ damage or something, you know.
That's fucking crazy. This person is not usable as a body.
But I mean, even if they had severe internal organ failure and damage, can't you use them as an example of that?
How badly do you need a body?
Yeah.
You would have thought, right?
Who'd have thought what?
You did,
Yeah,
well, I mean,
gonna
you'd
say,
have thought
why
they'd be able to. Yeah, they could use it as an example of, this is what it looks like when a liver basically liquefies, you know?
Well, Cammy, is that true? Or are you taking a shot at Scotland? I've looked into this, and many places don't allow you to donate if you're too fat. That's either a sad commentary on Scotland or a very vicious drive-by shanking on your part, Molly. That's...
Look out, doctor. We're going to need a longer scalpel. Bring me that hacksaw from the wood shop.
Guitar Center employees find thousands of dollars of drugs stuffed inside a guitar amp.
Dude, I want to know, and this is a serious question.
Mhm.
You find this shit? Why the fuck are you saying anything?
I hear you. Like, you know what? Let's say that I found it and my boss is standing there right over my shoulder and he's a straight lace stuffed shirt kind of dude, right? Then yeah,
Okay.
you know, you go along with it. You know, or let's say your boss approaches you later and somebody fucking went and told, like Tattletale style, and they're like, "Hey, Rudiger, I understand that you found like large amounts of fucking meth and coke in that amplifier." I'm not gonna say no, if you know what I mean, because then you just have the police investigating you.
Yeah.
But why would just the one person run up and tell if he's the only person who knew? Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Here's
Well,
the
I mean, you go. Oh, is that what that was? Jeez, I wondered. It was weird, man. You know.
That was really fucking unusual.
I thought that amp weighed a lot.
well, I don't. Listen, I used to hide a gun in my amp. Okay, Cynic, that's fine. Like it's an amp or a speaker, any kind of like boxy item that you can get into and out of. It's not the worst place to hide things. I mean, hiding your gun is one thing, hiding drugs are another. You know. But
Yeah. Just be careful about crossing state lines.
well, here's the detail of how it happened. It's like they thought it was pretty odd. They were handling what appeared to be a box with a standard box, and they got suspicious. The box had an out-of-state shipping address, but was returned to the Guitar Center, listed as the return address. Employees opened the box and found cocaine and methamphetamine stuffed inside the amplifier. This, like, I don't understand. There was an out-of-state shipping address on something that was being returned to you, and you opened the box and then dismantled the amplifier? What? Like, do you see what I mean? Like,
there's more to this story.
right.
Methinks.
That doesn't make any sense.
Did somebody not think to, title this article something to do with speed metal? I feel that's a missed opportunity. I'll be right back.
I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. But I mean, they don't go into the amounts, but these guys sure do. 9 pounds of meth left inside a rental vehicle. 9 pounds.
Someone's missing that.
Well, you know what? If you misplace 9 pounds of meth, it's my opinion you don't deserve your meth back. They should keep it.
Lose finders keepers, motherfucker.
Right. Right. If you can't keep better track of your meth than that, well, a lesson is in order here.
You should have fucking better known better.
In a Facebook post on Monday, the Grand Island Police Department said 9 pounds of meth were discovered in the vehicle. The agency shared a photo of the drugs seized from the vehicle. Police said the person responsible could stop by GIPD station and speak with an officer. He's more than happy to collect your information and take a short walk across the street to visit the beautiful blah, 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 blah. So in other words, you have no hope in hell of catching up with this guy.
Yeah, that's them saying, oh.
Yeah. I mean, the circle kind of covers it right there, but you can see it here pretty well. That's a lot of fucking meth to just forget about.
Yeah. Someone lost a hand over that.
Of course, the back of an amplifier is open. They probably noticed it when checking the amp. Is the back of an amp open like that? Like just wide open?
There's a little porthole for
Airflow?
air to go through, but that's it.
Like
It's not like it's open.
yeah, I mean, like a speaker box has an air port on it or a sub box.
Yeah, that's really it.
Huh. Yeah, it still seems a little suspicious. Hey, you want to see the a gunman on a jet ski opens fire at a beach in Cancun. So, unfortunately, a 12-year-old boy got killed, but this is how drug cartels are rolling, okay? They don't have access to this private beach because you have to get into the resort. And to get into the resort, which is all fenced off, high security area, you have to have the passes that you belong there, are an employee. But these are drug cartel hitmen, 2 guys, and they don't want to obviously register themselves or be on camera doing that. They rode up on a jet ski to the private beach, hopped off, and opened fire, got their target. Unfortunately, caught a 12-year-old boy, jumped on the jet ski, and spun away. Like, really? That's some John Woo shit. Like, a hit,
Yeah, kind of is.
a hit squad on a jet ski out of fucking nowhere? I mean, that's fucking brazen.
Oh, shit. That's some Bond villain stuff. What?
Right. Like I keep flashing back to that end scene in Face Off where they're fighting on the beach. Like, yeah, I could see a guy in like a Quentin Tarantino all black suit, thin black tie, rolling up on a jet ski and opening fire. Yeah. And you end up catching, and well, so why does anybody care? Because you shot a 12-year-old boy, for Christ's sake, that was on vacation. They don't care, the drug cartels.
No,
Fucking
they
hell.
really
Yeah,
don't.
it's just standard fare, really.
Yeah. And that's that almost like comic book villain level. It's just crazy. Look at this fucking beachfront property, though. That's just nuts. You build the shittiest little fucking hovel there, but like the water's so crystal clear blue and the beach is just such fine powder that someone's gonna rent it. Look, Sin, you can look for your insurance to go up because of climate change.
Oh, thank you. That's just what I needed. More bills.
I was reading this, and it go through. I'm sorry. Look at this picture of Hades here. Atomic warfare is broken out.
Looks like the woods near here.
The director of Remodeling Futures program at the Joint Center for Housing Studies at Harvard University. That's whose research this article is based on. Carlos Martin. The levels of risk and the kinds of hazards that a property can be exposed to are massively changing because of climate change. So,
Okay, you know what? Conspiracy, if you're here for it.
I think there is a conspiracy here. So what's your version?
Okay, so what I'm thinking from this is insurance companies, who we all know undoubtedly has all of our best interest in mind all the time and is not at all trying to get all of our money.
Of course.
But this sounds to me like they are saying something to the effect of, unless you start voting for better things, this is going to keep happening.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. I think that there's I don't think that's not the main thing, but it's like as a a confluence of interests where 3 or 4 unrelated parties just all find themselves as temporary bedfellows because of just general interest, and they don't even need to have any connection or have ever talked to each other. Literally, to prosecute a conspiracy, you don't need the various aspects of the various conspirators to have ever talked. They can be in a joint operation without knowing each other or having planned anything together because they're all benefiting criminally off of something, right? So yeah, I would still call it a conspiracy. It's like, you better vote for these things or this is going to keep happening. I'm willing to bet politicians and political action committees trying to pull in donations and whatnot and BlackRock money would say that. I think this is insurance companies raising their prices. People that are doing research into climate change that have a vested interest, obviously, in demonstrating that climate change happens, but you can't prove it. So what do? Well, insurance companies are raising their prices, and it's because of the increase in cost due to climate change. What? You mean, what's your evidence for that? Well, after Katrina, insurance costs went up. I'm not kidding. That's his evidence.
Yeah, my insurance costs went up after Katrina as well.
Well, yeah,
Went down under Emma.
Look at the key points. They tell the whole story. Home insurance premiums rose 21% last year. Okay. Experts say the rise in severe weather largely contributed to the increase. Experts say this. They have no evidence to demonstrate it. There's a rise in insurance costs, and they want to believe that climate change is a thing because they have a vested financial and professional interest in arguing that. So they argue that the price increase are largely responsible, but it's hard to tell how insurers are factoring climate risk into their policies. So the insurance companies never said that it was. Nope. And you can't figure out how they're doing it if they are. Nope. So we can all look forward to our home insurance going up and people justifying it who are trying to save the planet. And then politicians, like you said, saying, well, you better make better votes and, insurance companies will be able to lower your premiums because insurance companies lower premiums all the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, insurance companies are just being opportunists. They know people are freaking out about it, so may as well raise rates. I think they're just raising rates. Advocates, like it's and whatever are yeah, I'm sure they'd be okay with. Let's check in to see who's doing that guy's research. Who funds the Remodeling Futures program at the Joint Center for Housing Studies of Harvard University? Gee, who do you think's funding the research there?
Greenpeace.
Yeah. A bunch of insurance companies and a bunch of like associated climate change alarmists, perhaps.
Almost certainly.
I think it was more compounds built and left abandoned. What about you, Sam?
It was more what, sorry?
Oh, I think it's a reference to like what do we have going on here in Mexico? Like these are places built and then left and then, but why would you build a new one? Why wouldn't you? Why would you leave a property abandoned? Like here, I mean.
Ask China.
Too expensive to fix it up and properly sell it.
Yeah.
Do you think it's cheaper to build a new one beside it?
Probably.
Is that? Yeah. We want the property, and it's like, but there's a vacant property beside it, or you can pay the money to have the thing demolished to the ground. Well, I'll take the vacant. Yeah. Don't forget BlackRock as well. No, I haven't. I mean, they're like, BlackRock is like Roxxon, like the criminal international corporation in Marvel Comics. You know what I mean? Like they are comic book villains, man.
It's like Scorpio to me.
Yeah, right.
Wayland Yutani, yeah.
Remember the Hank Scorpio, the newspaper is like supervillain seizes East Coast was the newspaper headline in the morning. Yeah, BlackRock seizes Florida. Why not?
BlackRock seizes inordinate amount of residential houses. No reason given. I'm still honestly baffled on how that is legal.
BlackRock really do seem to be like the vault tech of our universe.
I mean, Wayland Yutani, you bring them up. I mean, they were trying to develop a weapons program and they got some people killed by trying to bring back a xenomorph. I don't know. BlackRock seems worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, only because, trying to bring back a xenomorph as to use as a weapon, that's just... How is that any easier or more efficient than just shooting people in the face?
They never explained what they wanted to do. They said, do you know what these are available or what they're worth to weapons research? And I'm like, to do what? Develop an acid gel gun? What?
Don't say that too loudly in London.
Yeah, there is a demographic for it, isn't it? I crack jokes, but... Lululemon pulls new leggings that gives customers long butt.
Ew. I hate the long butt look.
Yeah. And this,
agreed.
This pant apparently does exactly that. There's a big V-shaped seam that runs down the back, which rises up from the seat of the pants, the butt, all the way up to the lower back. And that's what people have a problem with. Is that it's like, I don't know if you've ever heard girls say that like Lululemon pants are like a bra for your butt. And it's this supposedly...
No, I don't often talk about their pants.
Women are talking about their stretch pants. You don't have a conversation with them. You just leave it alone. I don't want to talk about that.
I just listen to them vamp. They'll figure it out.
Well, customers cited and flattering, and it gave them a long butt. That's on CNN Business. That's no one is buying this.
Sakes.
Like butt rising, butt hugging, butt lifting. That one, sure, girls will be all over that. You want a long butt? Who says yes?
Some people have just had a long ass day, dude.
Hold on, where's my bell?
Good news, Sin. Company behind ammo vending machines plans to expand into more states, including California.
Oh, they're gonna love that.
Oh yeah.
And before they rule it's actually a giant magazine, therefore can only hold 20 rounds at any given time. Some bullshit.
I don't. People are like, this is so. People argue. I watch online and people, this is dystopian. This is some nightmare shit. This is out of the Running Man.
How?
And I'm like, yeah, how? You guys are just like these are unconnected things. I openly admit that. But you want to talk about some dystopian shit, like nightmare shit? How the hell do we live in this world? You know, people who connected it to the disposable guns in Cyberpunk. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They're like, this is that kind of stuff. And it's like, no, it's not. You have to show your driver's license and you have to be over 21 to purchase handgun ammunition anyway. And that's what your driver's license is for. And there's a lot of people who would never want to use these machines because you have to, well, you can just use anyone's driver's license. No. It does facial recognition to make sure you are the person on the license.
I was about to say something that would be, kind of funny, but also that would that would constitute evasion, and I'm not going to condone that, or even imply that I condone it. So, use your imaginations, people, is what I'm totally not saying.
I saw one person. I saw this conversation on Twitter. I should have screenshot it, but it was the one person said, "I'm not giving my facial recognition metric data to some private company so I can buy a few rounds of ammunition. Go get fucked." It's like, okay, you realize they're not collecting it, right? That the state has already collected it when they took the picture of your face to put you on a driver's license. The biometric data that they're pulling off of facial recognition to make sure you're the person on the license plate or on the driver's license, they're comparing it with the already extant collected state data. They're not collecting it themselves. They're just running an instant comparison to the state's database.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I understand your reluctance to have your facial recognition biometrics stored by anyone. But the problem is with the state, not this private company. And the state already did it if you have a driver's license, smart guy. And that person called him out for that on Twitter and they just went silent. They didn't respond. So, yeah, I wouldn't either.
If you want to talk about dystopian vending machines, we already live in a world where you can purchase, in like Japan, women's underwear from vending machines, and I'm not talking to gift to your sweetheart.
Yeah. They claim also dirty underwear, used underwear rather, vending machines. Now, dirty works. But I've never seen it, and far insists that it's... The panty vending machines are a thing, but the used underwear are not, she insists. Okay.
Yeah, she goes to all the seedy places, so she'd know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd have a good grasp on it.
Why do I feel like there's a ghost kicking my shins right now?
Well, this vending machine, like buying some ammunition, it's in line with the legal requirements and so on. That scares the hell out of you. You know what scares the hell out of me is actually dystopian? Death factories where people are slaughtered en masse and all you got to do is walk up and say, I want death. And it happens. Yeah, it's called Planned Parenthood.
Or California. California. Well, soon to be California. Canada.
Yeah. Canada's fucking health care or Planned Parenthood. Like, Planned Parenthood should really frighten the shit out of you. It tells you that it tells me anyway, that anything can be normalized, even a death factory.
Mm-hmm.
And you're worried about somebody buying Target ammunition? What the fuck?
It's a good name for a band.
What, Death Factory?
Yeah.
Isn't that just Compton?
Suicide booths. Yeah.
Oh god,
Keep a damn. There could be Futurama-style suicide boost. You could normalize that. Anything can be normalized. It seems.
Well, the moment you've got a transporter that it can be programmed, you've got a suicide boost, right?
Right. Just
Just transport yourself everywhere at the same time.
House explodes in New Jersey. In quiet New Jersey neighborhood. No, this is a good headline. I didn't even realize that. No, it didn't. We know it. We know that's not true.
It was a meth lab, wasn't it?
So, there's what's left of the house. That's pretty bad. Here's the video footage when it goes off at night from a distance. I mean, there's nothing left of that house but like just some kindling. Look at that.
Jesus.
It's daylight out of nowhere. And I think the 3 frames a second just accentuates it. Look what's left of the house. And then flash. Holy shit. I gotta say, I am impressed with the driver who in that first video shot just keeps driving. Sin, I wouldn't blame you if you went up on a lawn if a starburst happened in front of you. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna park up on someone's front grass real quick.
I mean, just pull it off to the side, real hard and going up on someone's lawn.
They probably want to get the fuck out of there too.
Well, I think I would probably stop somewhere and, do a quick tally up of my internal organs, make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, and then get the fuck out of there. Absolutely.
Gas leak is a serious thing. Oh, let's talk to the neighbors. It was always quiet over there. Shut up.
This is such a nice neighborhood, and the family we just live. Well, I mean, it's completely the wrong accent, but you get the idea.
Yeah. The cause of the explosion is under investigation.
What for? Tax fraud?
Right. Just find out who was there. This is turning into a pretty cool prank. I mean, I shouldn't say cool, but Montreal area woman shocked to find family rented her pool without her consent. People are putting up other people's pools for rent on rental websites locally. Here's the ad that this lady didn't put up about her own place.
French as well. This is great. Heated pool, $24 an hour. Well, Canadian dollars, so that's what, like, $3.50?
Yeah, I don't know what the exchange rate is. So it's like, I think the lady takes guesses in this article. She's like, I think it was the former homeowner that she left disgruntled. And it's like, that was 2 years ago. And this is not the first time that it's happened. That's why she went to this news service here to complain. This lady keeps doing it. House rules. Loud music's fine. Third-party vendors, sure. Smoking, alcohol, but no parties.
Yeah, why buy your own human soup machine when you can rent somebody else's?
This made my day. Like, come and use our barbecue. It's fine. I think I would feel more invaded, my privacy, that somebody had used my barbecue than swam in my pool.
Yeah, I mean, you don't chlorinate your barbecue.
Right? Huh?
That's true.
They might put vegan sausages on my lovely fucking barbecue.
Good point. Good point.
I'd have to throw the whole thing away. I really would.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any saving that after that.
No, it's not even the grease. It's a matter of pride.
Swimply is the name of the app. Where it's
For God's sakes.
The family who, like, they had children. Like, it was, no one's a victim but this lady. Like, the pool, like the people who rented the pool. Like, it was a mom, a dad, and their 2 kids. 2 little girls. They really just rented a swimming pool. They thought everything was fine. What's the problem?
Oh, man.
They weren't having a party. There was no liquor there or anything. The lady just comes home to, like, what do you mean you rent? Like, look here. I was this like really is a prank gone crazy. Like, what's his name? This total lol cow that they're running around on underneath Event Skyver Sam is like following it, and this guy deserves everything he gets. He is fighting with the Opie and Anthony forums. Oh yeah, there's a good group to start a beef with.
Oh jeez.
Those guys aren't expert prodders and troll flickers at all. No, what do they know?
The old O&A forums, they are just, it's a different thing.
And
like that, they're still
up and live, and this guy decided to sue all of them, like everyone on the O&A forums. And that's what really made them lean into it. Like unknown forum user 13, 14, 15. That's how they're named in the collective lawsuit. And all I need to do is get one person to fold and give me someone else's IP address, and then I'll get everyone's. And so they really leaned in on him. They started because he had doxed himself where he lived, repeatedly bragging about the local bar that he hangs out at. And here's my beautiful home. Oh, that was smart.
Is this the slug?
No.
Oh.
He's bragging about these chairs, these Adirondack chairs that he built.
That fucker.
That guy.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of them from the O&A forums, they put up an ad on a local site. Like, come and take these chairs for free. They're beautiful, and I worked hard on them. I just want them to have a good home. They were gone by the end of the day. Someone just came and stole them, took them from his yard.
And that fella in like Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Is that where he is? Albuquerque?
I think so.
Yeah. Albuquerque.
Yeah. I messed you up on
yes,
that.
You did. You said it so
Albuquerque.
cockeyed. I did.
Albuquerque.
It do be Albuquerque.
This is why you have a fucking offense property with locks. That's what she says at the end of the article, is that I need to get better locks.
Or, just throwing this one out there, don't try shitting on internet forums.
Well, this lady right away said, yeah. If somebody's like in an internet forum or somebody says something mean about you online, it's probably not a good idea to turn it into like a personal beef, scorched earth style, because you're not gonna be able to scorch earth like O&A users are gonna be able to.
No. And that's one target v multiple as opposed to multiple v1.
Right. Well, as is always the case, people like that completely exaggerate their own effectiveness. You know what I mean? This is the person who was repeatedly posting, have fun in jail. You're off to prison, enjoy prison. Stalker. Everyone's a stalker to him. It's like, but you keep fucking with them online. Why do you...
Listen here, you little shit.
Yeah. Okay. Cattle losses in the thousands feared as wildfires rage across Oregon. I got told I was a bad person for suggesting that this must smell wonderful.
Oh, it absolutely would. And sort of tangentially related to that, seeing as I'm here, partly according to Rotten Corpse, I have a hamburger.
Speaking of which, yes. And in an unconnected story, a library in Arizona just ceased to exist.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
Uh-huh. Your grandfather fell apart into hamburger patties. I said, look, this must smell wonderful. And they're like, how could you think that smells wonderful? Think about all those poor cows. And I'm like, but it would smell like wood fire and barbecued beef.
Oh, God, barbecue and a steak smells great. Barbecue and a hamburger smells great.
Yeah.
Barbecue in pretty much all parts of a cow smells great. And this is barbecue and whole cows.
Yeah. Well, we're running a little bit long here. I got some other articles. But yeah, you know what? Let's just jump ahead to our titular article. Read the signature. Read the signature. So, not right. Do you know who Perry Como is?
I do not.
Perry Como is a guy famous for doing... This is so bad. He's an old school crooner kind of guy. You know,
You're Bing Crosby kind of a thing.
You took words right. I want to say very Bing Crosby-esque. He did these famous Perry Como's Christmas specials for years and years. Like here he is, like, you know, chilling out. This is him, right? And he's Christmas albums, really famous for his Christmas music and stuff like that. And he's an actor. He's done something. This is Perry Como, right? And so as you lived in New York, as a lot of people did, Crosby and Sinatra himself and Dean Martin and all of them. So they make it around to restaurants, right? And they sign pictures and so forth. And, you know, here's like this New York restaurant, right? Everything looks fine. And they got like the signed pictures. Look, oh, there's Sammy Davis. The people signed photographs that, like, yeah, I loved eating here. They had the reserve booth and all that shit, right? Look at the picture they got of Bing Crosby or of Perry Como.
Oh, no.
That's terrible.
This is the whole titular article. I got nothing else other than this because it's worth it. Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
I would have said, you guys got to give me a better picture.
And I hate to do it, rest in peace, Mr. Como, but I see where people were getting it from. I do. I got it. You got a little bit. You kind of do a little bit.
I mean, a little. I mean, his face is not long enough, but yeah. Did he kill himself?
Como, no.
Oh, good.
Neither did the other guy.
Well, you know.
Perry Como mistaken for a chomo. Nice, Cynic. There's the comment of the day right there. Am I going to turn this?
Or worse, a Cuomo.
Is this going to be the thumbnail? Yep.
Yeah.
It's got to be. I mean, every now and then we got to change up the thumbnail, and this is going to be it. Let me get it a little bit more. 6x9. There we go. Nice. Okay.
Hashtag Epstein and.
What? That's a very nice frame, by the way. I just noticed that. That's a very nice natural wood frame.
I dig it.
But I mean, you know, you have to picture the circumstances that led to this. People saw that and like, I can't, because I mean, he was a legend, Epstein, in and around New York. He knew everybody. Wealthy guy, connections everywhere. They got this picture up. Nobody reads the signature. They don't get close enough to see. And they're just like, oh my God, I can't believe you would put a picture of that blah, 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 blah. Guy who hung out with mostly Democrats who was photographed once with Donald Trump. Oh my God. Boom. That brings us to the end of our show. Well, questions are coming up in chat for any that you might have them. I'm going to ask these guys, especially Sam, why don't you tell the fine people about who don't attend Noir Bar? I don't know why they wouldn't. It's a good time. As to how things are going on your own channel and what you do.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not been great as of late with work and weather and family-related stuff. I haven't put anything out in the last week, but that should change coming tomorrow night. I will be back to streaming with the lovely Miss Chaos Eve and Mr. Zelthor, and I do believe that we will be playing some Elden Ring over on my channel. We do game streams, and of course on Sundays I also do a solo gaming stream, which is my Sci-Fi Sunday, and I've been meaning to get around to it for a couple of weeks now. But I'll be finishing up the DLCs of The Outer Worlds, so if that kind of thing tickles your fancy, come check me out, come hang out. It's a good time.
Nice. Sin, what do you got for us over on your channel?
Go ahead and check out the Sin and Sash channel. Got fun stuff over there. And that's it.
How was yesterday's show? Yesterday's stream?
It was different. I did I covered Mudahar covering the boogie stuff. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know about that. That shit was fucking insane.
Is it a retrospective or new boogie stuff?
Just what's happened in like the past week or so.
Okay, yeah, so new. Well, it would be brand new to me. I don't.
Yeah.
Cool. So go check that out, Molly Okami. Do you recognize the Lori Lightfoot doppelganger in the water? No. Well, I kind of did actually a little bit. So Samsar first. Yeah, Freedom Frog. Yeah, that is Sam.
Yes, that's me.
Norbert is a good show. Thank you, Alec. I appreciate you lying on my behalf. It's that's how you know who your friends are. They're willing to lie for you in public.
And about you.
You're the most eloquent and erudite of us all. Do you know where we could be found next, Sam?
I believe it will be a Friday on the Silent Sin channel, and it will be 10:30 p.m. Central Time.
No, whoa,
If I
no,
remember right.
no, not at all.
Am I getting that wrong?
5:30 p.m. EST. That's the only time.
Sorry,
zone that
yeah.
matters.
10:30 p.m. GMT. My bad.
10:30
Sorry.
p.m. GMT and 5:30
I'm
EST.
very warm.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
5:30 p.m.
We'll be over on the Silent Sin channel at 5:30 EST, 10:30 GMT, and we will see you all there. Sin, you're gonna have a great show for us.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And F's in the chat for fucking Drunkle's modem, man. That's garbage. That's
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah, no.
hopefully things
To
get done
repeat-
faster because I mean we all understand the rush to get back online when like an ISP fucks us or service provider or their third party flunkies fuck us. It's like we want to get back
no
extra
kidding.
fast because we're still paying for it. So maybe Drunkle
yeah.
will be able to get his shit in order for Friday. I know he's probably scrambling to do so. I would be.
Oh, fuming.
Yeah.
Pulling his hair out. Mhm.
I won't eat the blueberry chips because as much as I love blueberries, no. Potato chips, that's just weird. You recognize the Sam in the water. Yeah, right next to Lori Lightfoot. On that note,
Jesus
thank you very
Christ.
much for the donations, everybody. You guys are awesome. We'll see you over on Friday. Have a good night.
Good night,
Later.
everybody. Thanks again.